What would change if you knew that what you said only had an 11% chance of actually saying what you meant? Well, we'll come back to that in a second. Happy Tuesday to you all. Hope you all are having a fantastic week. I had a great time yesterday with one of my friends and mentors. Great opportunity to just unpack what's happened over the last couple of years, hear how his business is going, and get some insight and advice. Just a really great time together. So appreciate being able to take that day off. But looking forward to seeing you all later on this week. So just keeping in the theme of listening. And the reason why this is so important right now is that we are at a real inflection point as a society and as a foundation. We're entering into a time where it is so critical to be a listener and really hear what's being said, what's being not said, and also really listening for meaning and exploring it with some level of curiosity. When we're in that listening mode, we have a tendency to start creating assumptions because our brain is trying to move faster than the person speaking to layer meaning into what's being said. So two things I wanted to talk about this morning. One is multitasking, and the other is that clarity of conversation. How can we be more clear in our communication? So multitasking. I've said in the past that I don't believe in multitasking. It's not that I don't believe we can do it. I do believe we can multitask. It's that we shouldn't do it in our communication and our conversations with each other. When we multitask, we can certainly, do the laundry and watch a movie. We can cook dinner and keep an eye on our kids. We can listen to music while we, read or, write an email or do a craft. Doing housework, we can certainly be multitasking there. And it's because we're using our primary or active memory. Those are things that we've repetitively done over and over, and our brain has created shortcuts so that we're able to do them more efficiently. So we're doing them from memory, from rote. When we're having conversations or we're listening, we're actually using working memory. And it has a very, very small bandwidth in terms of its ability to function. So it can only take in so much information before it has to be assimilated and then used, and then you return back to kind of that active memory. So multitasking is really a falsehood when we're communicating with one another. When we do that in our communication, what ends up happening is we end up showing that person that we're not truly listening. If you've ever had a boss, manager, friend, family member looking at a computer while they were talking to you, looking at their phone while they're talking to you, or looking at another device, you really get a sense that person is not really engaged in what you're saying, and that they find what you're saying not very important to them. So that aside, that should really influence us as we're listening to one another to really take the time to focus our attention, be present, and be there for that other person actively listening. And then the second piece is, research shows that we only have about an 11% chance that what we say gets communicated with what we mean the first time. That often means that we're having to add additional details or clarification to what we said in order for the listener to be able to ascertain what it is that we really mean. So, I'd love to know, knowing that now, how might that influence your communication style? What would that change in the way that you communicate and the way that you listen to other folks? So I'd love for you to respond, put it down in the message here for the text. I'd love to know, what might change in your communication style, knowing that you've only got about an 11% chance that what you mean is communicated the very first time that you say it. So just a couple things I wanted to share with you all. Reading a really great book, Trial, Error, and Success. It's on neuroplasticity, emotional intelligence, and how we make decisions. Really good book. It's been a fairly easy read, but really helpful as we're thinking about some of the dimensions of how we're making decisions around our initiatives. And then for fun, a friend of mine recommended this. Many of you may have seen the movie, The Terminal List by Jack Carr. This is a series of 6 books, so really looking forward to getting the opportunity to read these. This, even though I'd seen the movie, the book is way better, and really enjoying this as a fiction read to just kind of take my mind off of things. So hope you're all doing great. I look forward to your comments below, and I look forward to seeing you all on Wednesday. So take care. Bye-bye.